So now, to introduce today's artists, first of all the author, Erika Didas, who I think all of you would know, but just to mention something about her. She has published quite a few books on poetry, and she writes extensively on spiritual and environmental issues, and she also has written and is writing poems for children. And she has discovered through over 35 years of meditation that at the appropriate time and place one strikes upon nothing but wisdom to guide one's life. And I suppose compassion as well. And she received many awards for her poetry from Thailand, Australia, and the United States of America, including an honorary doctorate from the World Academy of Arts and Culture in California in 1991 for 2 of her books of poems. The latest recognition of her work was the prestigious award from the UN ASCAP in Bangkok on the UN International Women's Day on March 4th, 2004 as an outstanding woman in Buddhism. She is an internationally famous poet, and her writings encircle the world with peace are some of the ways she was introduced by a member of the selection committee at this awards ceremony at the UN ASCAP in Bangkok. Then, the person who is reciting Erika Didas' poetry is no one else but Ravindra Ranasingha, and he is a researcher in arts and also a teacher at a special Montessori school, I should say, and a real Montessori school, I mean.
you. I welcome you for a very special moment now. As Bhante explained, we are going to have an experience on spiritual poetry written by Erika. And it's actually, this moment is for you to share your experiences on spiritualism, on your spiritual experiences. You can bring out, you can dialogue here. And so, in fact, the value of life, actually we all talk about the purpose of living or coming as a human. And so, it is this quest that we are going to deal with, maybe for another one and a half hours. So, Erika, I'm going to voice your poetry, the wonderful poetry that you have written to the world. And I must say thank you, Tony. You are the one who introduced me to Erika, a great singer and a musician and also an artist who introduced me to Erika, and through Erika I met Bhante, and with all these people, humans around me, created a universe which compelled me finally to suggest Erika that yes, why not, of a poetry reading session. So that's what we are going to start now. If in case this mic disturbs you to get my real expressions, please tell me so that I will remove I can use my voice. My voice is powerful enough, I think, to convey the message to you. Okay, so let me start. I think I really tells us, the value of, or the divinity or the divine goodness that's found in each one of us. Life is worth living. In this wide world, somewhere, let it be, if man has attained the pristine divine goodness, uncontaminated in any way, a beacon shining for everyone with naked eyes to see, then life is worth its becoming. I believe this philosophy. You really need to be really good. You need to attain that divine standard levels in order to be shining among all others, among everybody around you. So actually we are present here with only a bit of a tiny morsel of the universal infinite creation, which has been given by the vast splendors of the divine. As our learning is so slow and our vibrations are not that subtle, I must say that we need to strive with all these vibrations around us to be very creative, to be powerful. So this goodness that comes into us is actually a vibration that penetrates into our souls, into ourselves. And Erika comes out in the poem A Tiny Morsel. We only get a tiny morsel from the divine, from the vast splendors of creation. Mozart's, Angelos and Einstein's are so rare on this earth planet, where our learning is almost still, like the tortoise. Most of the time, like the birds and the bees, cyclically with habits. Nothing new, nothing fresh. Creations proves that we are, in most cases, not so conscious of our surroundings, but ourselves and therefore nothing new generates from us. The kind of pity that we can find, all over the country, all over the world. Very rarely you can see a Mozart and the Michelangelo coming out to this world. So, where do we get the healing? Where do we get this healing power? To be conscious, to come to this moment. It's nature as it is. Is the healing subtle vibrations of man. Is the truth. You are part and parcel of this whole nature around you. The sound of this rain, the trees, the breeze, all that brings you into oneness. And unfortunately, the man has destroyed this valuable nature. And so let me go to the poem, Dance with Nature. Swing of nature, move with its swing in the breeze, catch the rhythm and its beat, sometimes softly, gently, sometimes swiftly, rhythmic fast. Move with this nature's pulsing vibrations and teach us the healing power of untouched nature. So wonderful a poem about nature. We have been absorbed into that nature. We have been made part of it. So slowly we get integrated into that nature with the smell of the flowers, with the sound of the rivers and rain and the seas and the birds. It's the integration. So untouched nature, the most valuable. So this is in one hand asking you to avoid all disastrous efforts that will damage the nature and your interconnection with nature. Stay with the breeze, trying to swing with the wind so lightly and gay, like the birds on the leaves. Leave out all blocks from your thoughts. The blocks are simply your ego. Your ego is your anticipations that holds you a slave. So let go. Swing like the birds in the light sailing breeze, where freedom is your name. Listen to the sound of this river. Listen to the sound of this music. Brings you once again to the naturality, the natural life, undisturbed, which shows us nothing but the motion of nature. The motion of nature teaches man the supreme art of relaxation. We all struggle. We all live in a world where there is so much of busy schedules. The relaxation we need, the quietness we need, to be free of all the worries and the problems is what finally is expected. The freedom that we finally expect. It is this freedom. listen to this music first. Let me go back to the 3rd century BC. The famous writer or the philosopher Lao Tzu talks about the motion of nature as the living God of man. It was during the period of Confucius, as you have heard, the Chinese philosopher, that Lao Tzu lived, and at the time of war that he went into writing his Bible or his booklet, Tao Te Ching, or we call it the teachings of Tao. Be a Tao. Learn to flow with the tide. Do not resist. If you resist, then persist. Move on in your canoe. The past with fear, anxiety, guilt, like the receding backwaters, you let go to in that motion on its own accord. And so you joyously move with the tide, with your mind light and buoyant. The expression of this buoyancy or lightness in your mind, which brings you to a free world, a world where you are spiritually free of all troubles. And so let me tell you that this experience of becoming light, the effect of becoming so quiet and still, with feeling that light, the brilliant light of freedom through meditation, by bringing your mind into a silent, quiet nature, a nature that you experience, the freedom that you need. With everything around you, humans, things, you penetrate the moment you bring yourself into that quietness and seize that light, you penetrate into everything and everyone, and you become one with others and with everything. And it is this oneness that we are struggling to realize. Only through your meditation, only through your struggle to leave out all your worries and problems, that you come to, or you attain this stage of oneness. And let me go to this space and light. Each word I request you to put each word into you and reflect to yourself how powerful you are in forming this oneness with your cosmos. Reach the space within you with that infinite flexibility and openness, with that perfect clarity of mind. Reach that space given peace, and soon you will be with spontaneity, flowing effortlessly, that incredible love in equanimity to reach that all-consuming light energy of love. The cosmic wisdom energy also, without you, the brilliant light in a trillion fold to light up a blaze and dim all objects, matter, with that glow of cosmic oneness. I want your reflection. I need your dialogue on this. Reach the space within you with that infinite flexibility and openness, with that perfect clarity of mind. Reach that space given peace, and soon you will be with spontaneity, flowing effortlessly. This bright light and experience the writer hand, an extraordinary experience through her meditation. Erika, I think you need to explain on this experience you had. I want you to be here in front.
This experience I had in Thailand. We were in Thailand for 18 years, and we started our spiritual group there. We call it just the group. And one day when I was in a friend's house, we used to meet in different houses. And when I was in a friend's house, I sat down at the back, and then I saw at the corner of the room orchid plant, and suddenly the orchid plant was lit all round with a brilliant light. And then I saw the leaves, emerald green, and the orchid, beautiful orchid, incredible colors. And then I was feeling very light and light flowing. I had forgotten the group by then. I was so happy. It was joyous. And then suddenly a brilliant light came into the room, obliterating all persons, objects and events. And that was really great. And that is what later on, much later on, I reflected on it, and this is the analysis I wrote. When the brilliant light invades the room, obliterating all things, persons, objects and events, that experience is oneness energy. A spiritual person will call it experiencing the third eye, or opening of the third eye, or the astral eye. The quantum physicists will say all objects, persons and events seen with scientific eye in energy frequencies moving as fast as the speed of light, all then merge into oneness energy. This subtle energy is experienced only by a meditator. From this energy, you cannot single out an ego. It's collective energy. So that is how you can explain ego. Ego is never there, never there. With collective energy all around you, ego disperses. So then I enjoy the eternal peace and the delight from it. So I was later on, much later on, thinking how to continue this joy and eternal peace, I realized that what you have to do is to be positive, 100% positive. Start being positive 100%. That is practicing it. I practiced it for about a year, and after that it's very easy to slip into the art of living in the present. And that living in the present gives you the same joy. Every moment, seeing things as they are, as nature is. Now we look at nature with dimmed eyes, with cluttered thoughts. But once all those leave, we really see the brilliant nature. And it is like, when you have that eye operation, lenses, when you put new lenses, you see the world in a new way. So every moment is not boring, it's beautiful. Thank you.
It was her experience on becoming one with nature. And let me now actually tell you, it is for the well-being of everyone that this stillness, quietness is needed for the well-being of everyone. Like the waves of an ocean, up and down, vibrations of man with anger, hatred, envy and greed, and also happiness, takes man to the height of elation and then lets him down to the bottom of depression. So we are in motion like the waves of an ocean, up and down, back and forth. Sometimes thundering waves, erupting cyclone-like emotions, sometimes gentle ripples with a touch of sadness. Stress beats you up with such fluctuations, and aging comes with vengeance. So watch out for healing in deep peace in the deep blue sea, where the waters are still, diving deep into your core nature that cocoons your stillness and silence for your eternal well-being. Let's listen to this music. Let me ask you now one question. The question to you, if anybody could answer, please. What is stillness? What is quietness? Anybody could come out with your opinion? Yes, from where you are, you can just express your view. What is stillness? What is
stillness of the mind?
Stillness. Yes. Any other?
The stillness between two sounds.
Yeah. So you have understood. It's Samadhi?
Samadhi.
Yes, Samadhi. Can you explain what Samadhi is? It's peace you attain through your conscious. Yes, pivots, yes. You're conscious of the peace that you have created in you.
I'd like to ask you, what do you see right in front of you in space? What do you see? Emptiness. Not objects, persons, and events. What do you see? Emptiness. Yes, it's a fun reply. Did anybody see stillness and silence? Wherever space is, it carries stillness and silence. And how do you take it within you? With meditation, take your anger, hatred, envy, greed and grasping out. The space invades you. And with what does it invade? Stillness and silence. And once you harbor that within you, nobody can intimidate you. You are solid like a mountain. And anxiety and fear goes away in any situation, any place. Even during our walk, anxiety and fear goes away. That is stillness and silence you are carrying within you.
Yes, let me say. I'm going to recite this poem. Peace is space, a wonderful poem. It is here, there, everywhere. Look, and there it is, in and out. See, and there it is, stillness and silence of this space. When the inner you is empty of words and thoughts, man-made, imperfect, you deeply relax. Anger, hatred, envy and greed has left. Nothing else to hold but that precious stillness and silence. Then see, the inner is also that. Anxiety and fear will leave. Mountain solid you are. Like lion cubs, so innocent, so brave. This stillness, this quietness, this peace which you have attained has turned you to the mountainside. It is actually, in most cases, that we have, dear friends, the frames that we have, the mindsets, which brings us troubles incessantly. Need to go out from these boxes our frames, our mindsets explode. Get out of boxes. Get out of fences. Whatever imprisons your mind makes you declare, I am this, I am that, or I am better than you. I am Hindu, Muslim, Buddhist, Christian. But open your mind spaciously, flexibly, infinitely, to that vast cosmic infinite universal love energy, and then you can call that dirty beggar boy on the street your son, as you do your own dear son. Know then, you have reached the supreme heights of refined cosmic universal energy. You have reached perfection, and your mission in life is complete. For your enlightenment, if I may say, a shortcut. Reach out to this universal love energy, your compassion. To see those poor children on the street. The dogs and the cats on the road, you call them stray within inverted commas. Living beings, your love flows towards them. You gather that mountain where you become one with this nature and radiate your love for the well-being of every living being. Let me now take you over to one of the beautiful poems that the writer has written. Explosion. The explosion. Boundless space unfolds, explodes in cosmos, the starry Milky Way. Not far, far away, dear friend. Within yourself is a universe where everything create and recreate, disintegrate and dissolves, accommodate and explode in space, that wondrous space with openness and stillness, to embrace and find in it infinite boundless peace that brings wisdom, love and well-being. It is this explosion that you need. If you never reach your outside without searching within for your tranquility, you might find it difficult if you never reach the outer world without the inner tranquility. So it is that explosion that we talk about, getting out of your boxes, radiating your universal love energy. It is through this that you can nurture the love and the well-being. Poem, let me say, Rockport, Massachusetts, in 1997 in the States. So this poem, Doomed to Die, requires that love, that energy that you are radiating. It's We talk about the well-being, yes. Well-being of whom we need to question. Doomed to die. Mumbo Nimbo, the elephant mama, took Mumbo Nimbo, baby elephant, by his little trunk and led on, walked on parched, cracked earth, seeped in the scorching sun, hitting on stumps of trees, felled some time ago. Eroded hard earth, baking in the sun, she said. Rocks polished and withered, strong glare on my eyes. My feet are tired of the burning earth. No shade to be found, little one, Mumbo Nimbo. Rest now between my feet. My trunk will be your shade. I see in the horizon no green trees meet my eye. Where man resides, we are doomed to die. No green roof over us, no green food to munch. So rest, my little one, to wait for the cool night, to trek on and on, to seek the green trees, our future a good, or is it a mirage? Are we doomed to die? So, what have we really done to this process? Have we really given our life to this? Are we assured the well-being of everything and everyone? I need to open space for you at this moment. Dear friends, let's talk a little while as to how we experience this love that we talk so much for the well-being of the world and the damage that's caused to this process. I open the floor for you to put your views on this. Are we really conscious of the damage that's happening around us? Anybody wishes to talk on that? You may be having experiences with all the development that's taking place around the world, the damage caused to human lives as well as to nature.
Today, I know Ravi, why you took the job that you did. We stand for commitment to a change in education, starting with cosmic education for children. And then Ravi came in and joined us, and then truly brought this energy and this spirit into the school. I did not know where it was coming from. I was seeing moments that beyond explaining sometimes, and to see cosmic education connected with what you were just saying, it has been extremely profound for me. There are times I look up and think, what am I doing? So thank you for that.
Thank you. Any other views? I think everybody is still now. I think the stillness has kept them so silent that while I do talk about words, You all have heard about Shakespeare, but this is Erika coming out once again. Words are flying. Words are flying all the time, like swords drawn, cutting, smarting, shields unfurled in defense. Daily, fighting, shielding, warring, battling grounds, unwanted chaos, confusion. When at the source of the tongue is the stillness of the battleground to nip it all off at the bud. Let me repeat those 3 lines again for you. When at the source of the tongue is the stillness of the battleground to nip it all off at the bud. Buddha also displayed this wisdom. Jesus displayed this wisdom as to how to control the Bhante. There is a thing called throat chakra, which Lord Buddha has experienced. Controlling words. I'm a person with less number of words. My principal may be thinking why not talking too much, but then less number of words. Because the damage that can be caused by a single word, maybe unconsciously coming out, is much dangerous, serious, so severe, can kill a person. It is why that words need such control. In fact, I must say that humans are so violent now, not because of anything else, but that they bring maybe from their past lives of all that anger and hatred and all that jealousy that they have collected. Karmic, if I may say. 1,000,000 lives of violence. 1,000,000 lives of violence comes surging from the past with anger, hatred, envy, crystallized in a moment. So watch your mind, its movements, and closely guard your thoughts, your words, your deeds. Like the tender eyes of the mother follow her precious toddler to steady and hold the fumbling, falling ways. And in wisdom, insight live, then see in a single life your 1,000,000 years of violence is nipped and ceased forever. And enjoy the lightness, freedom, bliss, incredibly yours. Oh, you have that energy. Everyone has that energy to curb all the negative emotions. It's just that you need to become more conscious, a little bit of consciousness on the way that you talk, on the way you behave, and so you consciously control yourself. Oh, that's for your well-being and for the well-being of others. As you know, everybody, you have your clock in your hand, the wristwatch in your hand. You're always looking at the time. This is a wonderful poem that I found to tell you that you need to let go. Let go of many things. Let go of many things. Time is with you. See it ticking with the clock. Now let it tick. with your good, your bad, and see them moving with the clock. So live in this moment of rising, then passing, and let go all with that ticking. Then you are without the time, without the ticking, without the clock. And then you are with eternity, the constant, your timeless nature. We are in search of something. We gathered here in search of something. There is a purpose. We are in search of wisdom and the depth of peace. From the shallow sea of ignorance, where the waves are rough and turbulent, I wandered off the shore on a raft to the deep blue sea, where calm and serene waters of wisdom stay. Let me repeat that poem to you. From the shallow sea of ignorance, where the waves are rough and turbulent, I wandered off the shore on a raft to the deep blue sea, where calm and serene waters of wisdom stayed. Let me now get back to the wonderful experience of the poet. She, in fact, told you of one experience. Let me tell you that she got another experience. She saw somebody next to her, in front of her, divine Guru. I long to see him in his real garb, not Buddha, Krishna or Allah. I know, but my own inner divine Guru. I know, but my own inner divine Guru. Then one day, I woke up with a start. At dead of night, there he was, just next to me, a gracious, handsome Lord, translucent, milky white, with wisdom lines curving his neck, his cheeks, and forehead too, looking through me with wisdom eyes, to say he knows me through and through, as in every move he stays, my guardian, wisdom spirit Guru, the precious crystals of diamonds, a glossy dazzle in the night. It is a beautiful vision of the author. Let me read that to you. I was reading and rereading this poem. Through your meditation and through all your experiences in creating stillness within you, you experience this divine Guru. I longed to see him. Pink, blue, silver, lilac merging hues, tinged all over with burning golden sparks, radiating at your freedom's door. My dear friends, this moment, right at this moment, we enjoy this joy of liberation by listening to the lines, by listening to these poems. We enjoy this liberation that comes to us in a cosmic, colorful, imaginary wish. It is this golden, bright light that has now come to your doorstep, through which you need to walk out and reach that bliss, that freedom, that happiness that you are seeking. Finally, let me end this session by reading the poem At Liberation. At liberation, silky white cosmic clouds will envelop you. Cosmic wings of pink, blue, silver hues will flutter around you. Both the cosmic clouds and the cosmic wings will shower you with blessings, vibrations of peace. On no birth, death and birth again. We talk about heaven, we talk about nirvana, and it is this liberation that we all look for, and it is nowhere else but within you. Within you. We are now conscious of our conditions, our situation. It is that we who should strive to bring about this stillness and the quietness and the wisdom we need, creating the oneness with the cosmos. And it is this liberation, bringing the ultimate peace and harmony and good happiness that we wish and look forward to. Let me read this poem once again and open the floor for you to dialogue. At liberation, silky white cosmic clouds will envelop you. Cosmic wings of pink, blue, silver hues will flutter around you. Both the cosmic clouds and the cosmic wings will shower you with blessings, vibrations of peace. And no more birth, death and birth again. Cycle that we all are engaged in. How few in this world have consciously taken up this in their lives. The understanding that all the greediness and all the hatred and envy that we could see, witness right at the moment, with all the weapons crushing man, animals and trees. It is so sorrowful that man has still not realized that he needs off. He needs to shun this karmic cycle. It is for your goodness, for your well-being. It is for the well-being of others that we have gathered here today, friends. All of us who came here had that great notion to the understanding, gaining the wisdom that we need to have to be in one with nature. The cosmos is so mysterious. It is mysterious. And this mysteriousness or the mystery will know more of mystery if you really become conscious of this present moment of yours. And nurture the divine qualities of which we spoke a little while ago through wonderful poetry of Erika. Thank you, Erika, for writing these poems and giving to the world. When I saw Erika's poetry, of course, reading Wordsworth, reading Blake, reading all the Western poets, and then coming to the East with Gitanjali of Ravindra Ranasingha. There's something hovering over you on universal energy. And Tagore to the Middle East, to Khalil Gibran. And so we have, in Sri Lanka, we have Erika, whom we met with all this wonderful poetry. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's your chance, your time. Let's share our experiences. I hope I did my job. Thank you.
But I think Ravindra has invited you for a little, sharing session. So please, anybody who would like to come forward and share some of your experiences, thoughts, and feelings about poetry. This is usually the time when a thundering silence ensues, but what to do? Sometimes, yes, when you overcome the shyness.
Perpetuating. The silence is perpetuating, or somebody got up to... Oh no, it's sitting down there. What about the principal of the school there, this lady, Han? Yes, please, if you don't mind. I'm sure you have something to say that is worthwhile for others to hear. Please. There we are.
Silence is profound, not just empty. At this point, it's really a profound kind of silence that I got sitting out there. It's ironic that you mentioned Wordsworth next to Erika, because just yesterday we were discussing how many Sri Lankans talk more of Wordsworth and Tennyson and Blake, mainly because I think we're not too aware of the Erikas that are in our presence. So Ravi in school brought this concept out, and Kendra, who's with us, has come in now to truly bring the Erikas to us. So they have been very, very special for me. I'm so glad. And as you know, the Thera has visited the Montessori. It's a holistic school that we are trying in Sri Lanka. Pretty challenging, but when I come to gatherings like this, I really get the wind that I need beneath my wings to soar. As Ravi always says, we've got to keep that. And thank you. I think gatherings like this are truly inspirational. So thank you for that.
Well, when the word Tennyson fell, I just remember that way back in 1972, when I was still in Holland, before my first journey to India, I was going to visit some American couple, friends of mine, and even though Holland doesn't have any hills, in our town there was a small hill, and I was on my bicycle climbing up this hill and getting tired, and I decided to just get down from the bicycle, and suddenly there was this blooming bush just next to the roadside, and when I stood next to this blooming bush, suddenly time and space disappeared, and it was like the bush and I, the flowers and me, became one, and time stopped. And I don't know exactly how long that lasted, maybe a minute or two, or even a few seconds, I don't know. Anyway, I went on the bicycle to see these people, and while they were making a cup of tea for me, I browsed through their library and I saw this book called Buddhist Psychiatry East and West by De Martino and...
Say you're gonna go away. You've got to try a little kindness. It's so little kindness. Shine a light for everyone to see. And if you try a little kindness, and get over the kindness, narrow-minded people in a narrow-minded street. Stand around the town and out this silence. Let a helping hand without a doubt. And the kindness that you show every day will help someone along their way. You've got to try a little kindness. Yes, sir, your kindness. Shine a light for everyone to see. And if you truly have then you'll overlook the blindness, the narrow-minded people, and the narrow-minded street. And one more time. You've got to try a little kindness. Yes, show your kindness.
I must say, extraordinary moments that one can have in life. Because in Sri Lanka, we don't find this spiritual poetry reading. A program in Erika's house on Tibet, where I was doing a talk on the Tibetan struggle. And there I read 2 poems of hers, just casually, and then she got this idea, oh, why not? Ravi, you do it. And then, so for 2 months, I struggled with her poems, I must say, actually, because it's not reading any other rhythmic or rhyming poets that you find in the West, because here you need to go deep into the story. So I was reading a lot of Tagore because of her poems, I must say, and also a lot on Gibran.
Her poetry, but we are very proud of what she has achieved and how she has spread the word and how she's bringing spirituality with her groups and spreading her good work. And I hope the others in the group will continue, and if you go overseas, maybe talk about all this, and then I'm very proud of you, of your achievement. I can remember, they used to tell as a baby, I didn't like my uncle getting married to her and taking her away, because she was my favorite aunt. And I'm very proud of what she has achieved, and I hope everybody will give her due recognition for what she has done for our country, and also that in Thailand also she has been doing the spiritual roles. And
when you recited it in the way you did, that's when the significance of it came through.
Right. Yeah, I was wondering whether, this type of poetry reading, whether it would appeal, because people are not normally used to. But then somehow, you with your, readiness.
Kindly allowing us to use this wonderful meditation center for this poetry recital, I think it wouldn't have gone down as well as this in any other place. It's I think whenever I come here from Hildane, I feel the vibrations in this place. It's very sacred and very peaceful and very calm. And it's really a wonderful atmosphere you have created here through your work in meditation. And also I think that as I was saying, that the tremendous force in Erika's poems, I think, came through the way in which Ravindra presented them, recited them today, and must congratulate you. And in fact, what was passing through my mind was that if you can get that into a CD, that would be really wonderful, because I think to listen to the poetry rather than just reading it would, I think, be very inspiring for.
I recorded the whole thing, so maybe we can make the first CD of the recordings which I did.
Oh, wonderful!
Mostly
right. Yeah, that's
integral recording of all the poems.
You can do it with DVD also, because you can see his expressions.
Right. Yes.
His emotions.
Yes. So, I'd like to thank all of you for having participated. I think us and Erika, especially a lot of joy to be able to share this with all of you, and for Tony and Ravindra for having made that possible. Oh, yes, right. So we have two sisters. We were actually hoping that they would come and have lunch with us. We're looking forward to that, but they missed the lunch. Please, as anything else. Yeah. Thank you for joining us.